Hi everyone, a very good evening. Good evening everyone. Alright, we'll wait for a few more of you to join in and then we'll get started. Good evening everyone. Alright, a lot of us are here already. Okay, we'll wait for a few more of you to join in and then we'll get started, okay? Alright, hi, okay, there are so many people. Hi Aishwarya. Hi everyone. Okay. I think we are joining in. ठीक है. Hi Jaya. Hi Lokya. Okay. Hi Priyanshu. Hi Raju. Hi Sunanda, Aishwarya, Navya. Okay, so many of us are here. All right, we'll start very shortly. Okay. Hi Arushi. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you all let me know in the chat box in the chat box what are we currently doing? Okay. Currently, in the sense, what are you currently doing in your career? Are you a bachelor students? Are you a master students? What exactly are you doing in your career currently? Okay. Hi, Invincible. Okay. Okay, what are we currently doing in our career, guys? Let's type in the chat box. We have hit 100 people. That's so nice. Looking for a job. Okay. Educator, life coach. Scope in psychological psychology. What other psychology is there? BA student, master students. Okay. Finished masters in clinical. Very good. Masters in psychology. Great for you, Arushi. Okay. MA, masters completed. ठीक है. Okay. And why are we here today? What are we here today for? Graphologist and content manager. Good. What brings us here, guys? Struggling with what? Hi, Parinita. Want to be in counseling. I am doing clinical and masters. BA applied psychology, MSc clinical, counselor. Okay. No, why are we here today? That's my question now. What brings us here today? To learn more about careers in psychology. Hi Harshita, how are you? Explore opportunities in psychology, bachelor's. Okay. Become a professional counselor to know more about psychology. Organizational psychology. Okay. Done with counseling masters, want to pursue career in clans. Okay guys, ठीक है. We'll get started. Hi Shazli. Future scope of this field. Scope of psychology, career in psychology. Okay, ठीक है. So today's session is not going to be like the ones that I've taken previously. I have already taken multiple sessions rather than just one. Okay, that's the filter for it. Okay. I've already taken multiple sessions about careers in psychology. I have, taken up multiple sessions describing, UGC net, whether it is, DIPR, whether it is exams in psychology. So I've already covered all of those things till now. Okay? So, okay. But today, the purpose of today's session is a little different. It is not going to be educational or informative session like many of the sessions that I've already taken. I've already taken I think at least 3 sessions on careers in psychology of 1.5 to 2 hours in duration. That is absolutely not the purpose of today's session. So if you are looking for answers to questions which you can type on Google and, get answers to, today's session is not for you. So, what is the qualification that I require for a certain thing? Those kind of questions is not something I'm going to answer today. Today's session is going to be more like heart-to-heart talk. Okay, I will be sharing my journey in the field of psychology, and I would think of it more like a motivational, inspirational session, and something that you probably require. This is your first session? No problem. All the recordings are already there. But today is not a, Google session that you just ask me rapid fire questions. I am a master student. So what do I do to become an IO psychologist? What do I do to become a clinical psychologist? I think if these are the kind of questions that we have brought to today's session, we have not done our research, or we have not even taken the first step to pursue our goal that we have. Okay, so today I'll be sharing my journey. I'll be sharing experiences and learning of my journey and successful people that I have seen around me. Okay, so what have I learned from them? And if you will have questions related to that, that is what I would suggest you to ask first. And then I'll take your Google questions also, whatever I know answers to. Okay guys, are we ready? Let's start. Okay, are we all ready? I am going to ask a lot of questions to all of you today. And I want you to respond to the same. Okay? Will we respond to my questions? Let's type a Y in the chat box. Will you respond to my questions? If yes, type a Y. Okay. Alright. Let's respond. Okay? Everybody or only 4 of us? Come on guys. It's gonna be an interactive session. If you want to take the best out of today's session, it is going to be a very short session. Unlike my other sessions which have been 2 hours long. So you stay here. You don't shuffle to your, friends chat, boxes, reels and everything. We'll just stick here for half an hour or so. Okay. My first question is, why did you take psychology in the first place? Why did we choose psychology? And give me an honest answer, okay? So if your friends asked you that there is a good scope, if your parents said that scope hai, nahi hai, why did you take psychology in the first place? Whether you're a bachelor student, master students, or even today you are attending a session about careers in psychology. So why psychology? That's my first question. Love the subject, passion, wanted to understand human behavior. ठीक है. I'm in 11th. Passion, understand myself. What else? To help myself and others. Interested me. Not yet studied, but I want to empower children. Okay. Better state of mind. ठीक है. How many of us took psychology hearing that इसका scope बहुत ज़्यादा है या psychology का scope बिल्कुल ही नहीं है? How many of us entered the field of psychology thinking that there is a very good scope of psychology or there is no scope of psychology at all? Have we heard these kind of things? It's interesting. Okay. You randomly chose psychology. Tried in 11th, scope was good. Acha, but now it is different. Number 1 in world by psychology. Okay. नहीं है scope. ठीक है. Not me. Want to help people to cope up from mental health. Acha, didn't get admission in science, so took psychology. Tell me, is there a scope or is there not a scope? Scope hai psychology ka. Is there a scope of psychology? You never thought about the scope, okay? What is scope, guys? Scope hai kya? Not interested in scope? Don't want to earn money? Want to be dependent on others? Don't want to get independent? Don't want to help people and yourself? Very little to no scope. Okay, others? Is there a scope of psychology, guys? It has scope, but it is tough after graduation. Lots of scope ab hai. Love to interact with people. Why not something else like motivational speaking then? There is scope. Scope humans ka hota hai. Okay. Rising mental health issues. I think India, I will say there is no scope. ठीक है प्रियांशु. Many of us say there is scope in psychology. ठीक है. What is the minimum qualification that you require to practice as a psychologist? पता है? Minimum qualification to practice as a psychologist anywhere in India. Lots of scope. Scope depends on region. Okay. I would disagree, Khushi. But okay. What is the minimum qualification that we require? सबको पता है. Even if you don't know, it is there in the chat box. The minimum qualification you require is a master's, MSc or MA in psychology. Yes. Now, if you say scope है और scope बहुत है, just or there is a region-based scope, that means all the psychologists in Delhi who have done their masters should be earning well. It is masters. If you say that there is a very good scope of psychology since there are rising mental health issues, okay, even in Pakistan, है ना? And Delhi is a good, Delhi, Bangalore. So everybody who has done masters in Delhi or Bangalore should be getting a job or at least clients there. If you say it is a region-based scope, possible? Yes, no, tell me, do you agree or do you disagree with me? So is there a region-based scope? Depends. It's not so. Psychology has a huge scope. Okay, scope is based on your individual skill and experience. Okay, what do others say? Guys, it is a discussion, so participate. If that is not the case, अच्छा, then अगर scope है तो वो कहाँ है? Who are the people who are actually earning in the field of psychology? This is a professional to professional talk. If you say that you don't want to earn at all and you don't want to be independent in the field of psychology, I have no idea what to say. But हाँ, if we have taken up any field for that matter, उसमें हम masters pursue कर रहे हैं, PhD कर रहे हैं, so we want to at least be independent, earning something. It's involvement and dedication. So where is the scope? Who are the people who are actually, who have actually built a scope in psychology? In next 5 years? अच्छा, does it depend on the field? क्या ऐसा है कि only a certain field individuals are earning more? Person who have experience earn more in psychology, so without experience nobody is earning. What about people who have just started? How will people actually get experience? That's my question now. अब experience कहाँ से आएगा अगर start ही नहीं करोगे? Skills and experience in the field. Skills. Why did you take psychology? I think it's used in business a lot. What is used in business a lot? Experienced psychologist. So every experienced psychologist earning very well. Is that what you're saying? Now that everything is online and people also prefer online therapy, the experienced psychology probably might not be very technically savvy. And agar experience hai, तो don't you think that the now number of psychologists is also increasing? People might go for cheaper or more expensive options also. Experience के साथ वो अपने prices भी बढ़ाते हैं. So what exactly is happening in the field? Not every psychologist. So what exactly is happening? Where is the field? That is my question now. कौन answer करेगा? So if you're saying there is a scope means when your parents tell you that there is scope in a certain field, that means you will do something and you'll get a job after it. Or at least you'll start earning after it. So there is a demand, that much we all know. You all said that, rising mental health issues, especially after COVID. So there is definitely a demand. But where is the scope? Why are people not making money? Why are we not getting jobs? Or why are you not able to start, your own startup or something in psychology? Where are we lacking, guys? People visit experienced psychologists. I disagree. Vedika, I again disagree. So experience भी तो कहीं से तो शुरू करोगे. Experience zero से तो नहीं start होगा. Taboo persists. That means no psychologist is earning. Where is the scope again? अभी तो सबने बोला कि scope है. क्या हुआ? Get child of desired assistance, area of assistance like career. Counseling or in the clinical field, counseling psychology, schools, hospital, organization, taboo persist. Okay, HR, there is less awareness. Okay, cause of stigma, not getting jobs because of not enough opportunities. Who are really able to help? I would agree, yes. Scope is for those who are really able to help clients and maybe are getting clients from referral or so on. ठीक है, perfect. So demand है, we agree. Lack of proper internship opportunities, very true. Lack of guidance. Scope is everywhere. Initially by their own talents and skill in relationship with the clients should speak well. अच्छा, another thing is everybody, ये भी सुना होगा, everybody becomes a counselor. We finish our masters in psychology and our relatives would be like कि मैं तो हूँ ही counselor, आओ बेटा मैं तुम्हारी counseling करूँ. Have you heard of that? Now I know how to do counseling, neighbors and relatives. So what exactly are you acquiring after a complete masters in psychology? Are there specific fields in psychology where there is more scope? If that's the case, Navya, then which fields have more scope? I guess we're not confident about our skills and knowledge. A good scope in field of research. I wanted to do research. Okay. Huge scope, but few can earn because of their skills. Okay. चलो अच्छा skills तक तो आ गए हैं हम. I am glad at least we have reached till skills. Ma'am, can I do PhD? I said Swetha. Yes, you can do. Okay. Lack of practical skills. Achha, license thing also. There is no license required to become a counseling psychologist. And are you saying that no counseling psychologist is earning or practicing? And every clinical psychologist who has a license is earning very well? I would disagree. Now the thing here is, agar scope hai, every year we are producing mass number of, masters in psychology graduates. हो रहा है? Thousands of people are completing their masters in psychology every year. At least they are passing. Thousands of people in India, इतनी सारी universities है, every university is giving at least 60, masters to 60 students, and there are so many colleges that are affiliated to that university. So maybe more than thousands. 1,000 is still underrated. So many, at least masters in psychology graduates are being, they are passing the exam. Minimum 40% marks तो ले रहे हैं सब. Agree? Yes. So after masters in psychology, why are they not able to earn or make money? That is the question. And there we all agreed that there is a lack of skills. Guys, we will not ask, these Google questions. I'm not answering any questions here. I'm asking questions here. So why are we not earning money or skills? Every psychology student not making money through this field. Achha, now where will we actually get these skills? Now, where will we get these skills and how? What are we doing to get our skills? People who are asking me these kind of questions, guys, have we done a Google search? People asking what to choose and everything. Everything is there on YouTube these days. No practical guidance and skill building. Is there absolutely no practical guidance and skill building? Have we tried? I am sure kahin na kahin to hai. Counseling psychologist, no, RCI license is not required for counseling psychologists. You do not require any license to practice as a counseling psychologist in India. Guys, see, if experienced psychologists, counseling psychologists are getting clients, they definitely have the skills and at least something to offer you. Is there anyone here in this session who has never attended an internship or something? Or never seen a skilled counseling psychologist? They are definitely there. That means there might be, through internship, etc., we will get the skills. Okay, along with PG, we need casework and report writing with session. Internship is required, But internships में आजकल क्या हो रहा है? What is happening in the internships? What is the issue with psychology internships? What is the issue with psychology internships? Why are you not able to learn if you're taking psychology internships at hospital or any setup for that matter? No exposure? Okay. Through university or degree? They are paid. But paid भी तो हम invest भी तो कर रहे हैं. We are spending lakhs of rupees on our degrees only, I would rather say. जहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा है, ये तो फिर skill building है. We are investing in our skill building also. Even if it is paid, our degrees are a little cheaper than जो professional degrees which are called BTech or MBA, etc. So even if it is, they don't allow you in counseling due to privacy. One, okay. They're not giving proper training or it's way too expensive. Okay. Just observership. Can you earn with can you actually learn by just observing? If you want to observe, guys, there are tons of sessions on YouTube also. आप फ्री में ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो, बट इज दैट गोना बिल्ड योर स्किल? इवन इंटर्नशिप्स आर पेड. इंटर्नशिप्स आर पेड. यस. लैंग्वेज बैरियर, कल्चर बैरियर मे बी देयर. 10% प्रैक्टिकल, 90% theory. नो एक्सपीरियंस, नो इंटर्नशिप, ओनली ऑब्जर्वरशिप. ठीक है. लैक ऑफ प्रैक्टिकल स्किल्स. ओके, ठीक है. नो. ओके, ठीक है. नाउ वेयर डू वी एक्चुअली नीड हेल्प? वी नीड हेल्प विद प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर. We need help with practical training. Then how do we build skills? This is the question now here. The question is, every field of psychology, चाहे आप IO में जाओ, whether you go in army psychology, military psychology, XYZ, if you want to practice as a psychologist, you need skills. Okay? You need skills. Agreed? कहीं भी, any psychology field in the world, even if you practice as a psychology teacher, you're expected to have at least basic counseling skills. Do you agree? Counseling skills तो चाहिए ही है, irrespective of any field. And if you have the skills, do you agree that you will be able to build your scope? If you are a good psychologist, will that speak for yourself? Does not follow ethics, happens. Do you think you will be able to build a scope if you have good skills? Most of you are young and you know where do we find psychologists, है ना? Website building is very simple. ठीक है, I'll even give you tips for website building. How to build skill, I don't speak much. I am coming to the skills wala question, but I am actually first, let's actually aim at this thing, है ना? If you have skills, you can build your scope. So saying that the scope is only of, a certain region or a certain field would be wrong to say. Nowadays, psychologists are earning very, very well, even more than, people who have passed MBAs and all of that. Internships aren't helping us as we expected. But do you agree? Achha, everybody agrees now. We all are on the same opinion. If I have skills, I will be able to earn. Now, I'm going to tell you how can you earn once you have the skills. Then I'll tell you how to build the skills. Okay? Guys, there is a website called Wix. Okay? You can make your website on your own free of cost. Okay? If you think that I need a website for people to find me. Wix, Wix. Okay? There is Wix. There are many more free website builders also. वहाँ पे हम website बना सकते हैं. And we need to reach people. So what will you do if you want to reach people? How will people find you if you're sitting at your home doing nothing? How will people find you if you're sitting at your home doing nothing? क्या करोगे? Not V. Wix. It is as simple as making a PPT. You can make your website. हाँ. What will you do for people to find you? अगर मान लो अब आपके पास skills भी हैं and you're a skilled counselor, how will people find you? LinkedIn, but LinkedIn पे there are more professionals than there are students. There are people who need help. Don't you think, Nikita? LinkedIn पे किसके साथ connect करोगे? Who is your ideal audience? Tell me. Through social media. So what will be the step here, Vedika? Digital marketing. But again, do I need to spend? I'm not earned a penny and you're asking me to spend. What will I do? Social media, guys, give me a proper step-by-step plan. Once you have the skills, what will you do? There might be people amongst us who already have the skills also. Social media means Instagram, Facebook. Very less people use Facebook, but yes, Facebook also. People can find you. That means you need to create a profile of your own. Profile banani padegi. Who is your target audience? Now, think of it like a counselor. Who is your target audience? WhatsApp groups, Instagram, ठीक है. Will psychologists, networking with psychologists is good. They may refer you the clients. But other than that, where will people find you? Wix will help you with a website, Shikha. Social media, yes. So that means you need to start mouth-to-mouth communication, okay. WordPress blogs, posting about mental health. Target audience to batao. Who is the target audience? Who are the people who are going to pay you for your services? That's my question. Awareness needed. Very good, Mahi. सिर्फ website से काम तो नहीं चलेगा. People who require mental health services, very good. Yes, starting pro bono. Parents. So everybody who would start, maybe you will start with a general field. I am assuming. Okay, thank you, Radhika. I am assuming that when you will start as somebody who is treating everybody, almost every age group, सबका experience लोगे. If you are starting में तो niche नहीं decide हो जाती that I enjoy working with teenagers or I enjoy working only with children or adults. When you start with everybody. My target audience is anybody who is suffering from one or the other mental health issue. True? Is that my target audience? Not only parents. Are you saying teenagers are not suffering from mental health issues? That means people of any age group, but anybody who does not have complete awareness of mental health, which means your job even gets a lot more easier. Any person who is not from psychology field can be your client. Agreed? Because उनको knowledge ही नहीं है. They don't know how to deal with their thoughts, emotions, regulation, sad mood, or how to become more efficient, stress, etc. Everything. Any person who is not from psychology field. How to target audience? Why should people choose you? Yes, I'll come to that. Any person who is not from psychology field becomes your target audience. That means they need awareness. Like Laiba is saying. They need awareness. So if you open a social media account, that means you not only just... Guys, one by one. Pehle mere answers though, I'll take all the questions in the end. I have kept 1 hour, 2 hours in the end for just your questions. I'll take all the questions that you have in the world. Every knowledge that I have is all yours, okay? I'll answer your questions. Pehle aap mere questions ka answers do. Anybody who is using social media and does not have awareness about the mental health issues and the knowledge that you have is your client now. That means you need to spread awareness about mental health. So now you should also know if you're using Instagram, reels are the best way to reach people. आप जो memes बनाते हो वो psychology audience better understand करेगी, but maybe not other people. Social media platform is important if you want to have a better reach. So I am here in a city in Punjab, but I am reaching to all of you, all across India, through internet, through Instagram or anything for that matter. So if you think you can make YouTube videos and educate people, try that. Nowadays you can also make 1 minute video on YouTube. Reels, you can post on Facebook. So creating awareness among people, that is how you will start. Now I'm going to give you a formula. Okay? I'm going to give you a formula to actually start your practice if you already have the skills. If you don't have the skills, I will give you an idea. Nahi Vedika. If you connect with the audience, they will not find it boring. Right now, whatever I'm saying to you, you are actually understanding that. Don't you follow so many pages which are not from psychology also? Personal development pages. Using layman language, absolutely. If you are somebody who is suffering from, this is me, not mental health, stress, depression, anxiety. Simplify it for them. If you find it hard to, for example, be efficient. Okay, if you get stuck in your own thoughts, you don't know where to express what type of emotions. Isn't it? You might use a psychologist. You don't need to be mentally sick to visit a counseling psychologist. You can even visit a psychologist just to level up, to handle your emotions better. There are so many corporates which call psychologists to give lectures to them. For better stress management, for anxiety, for worry, for any somatic symptom for which there might not be a physiological cause. So you can connect. Does it make sense, guys? So, talking in a language that they understand. And believe me guys, everybody earns. Everybody who has a shop, even whether they make 100 or 1000, everybody earns. Do you agree with me? There is not even a single shop that that absolutely. It's just that some people might have better quality than others. तो किसी की shop ज़्यादा चलती है, किसी की कम. But अगर आप shop ही नहीं खोलोगे, how would people visit you? If you do not open a shop, how will I come and purchase something? So you need to show your social media presence out there. So what I am trying to say here is, I am not motivating you. I am telling you to take an action already. If you're just sitting at your home thinking, फील्ड का स्कोप है, फील्ड का स्कोप नहीं है, मुझे जॉब मिल नहीं रही, मैं क्या करूं, वैकेंसीज नहीं है, दिस एंड दैट, go out and show yourself up. Even if you're somebody who does not want to, start their own setup, you want to do a job, create a LinkedIn profile, connect with people, start posting educational stuff. Anybody who would be looking for a psychologist would come to you. That's my second tip. Understand? If you're looking for a job, LinkedIn is the best place to go, and there you post about psychological content. गवर्नमेंट जॉब भी नहीं, जॉब्स हैं, बट जॉब लेनी कैसे है, ये तरीका है. Even if somebody is hiring for your government job, they will look at your profile. The formula that I was going to tell was attract, nurture and convert. So you're attracting the audience. Specialized niche in psychology will come when you will actually grow more. The first step is A, attract. How will you attract the audience? How will you attract the audience, guys? On social media? Are we understanding, or is it way too? Are we understanding? The first step is attract. How will you attract your audience? Are we all here? How will you attract your audience on social media? With good content, very good, relatable content. So I will have to post the content, posting reels, yes, which could be fun. Yes. So any good content which people can relate to. The second step of the formula is nurture. It means that ऐसा नहीं होगा that you posted 5 reels and people will start coming to you that what other services do you provide. So the second step is nurture. Nurturing means what? By voicing with content, good content. What does nurturing mean? What do I mean when I say nurture your audience? By making them listen what they will relate to. By posting psychological content. Being consistent. Absolutely. So guys, the only people who sit at home and crib about there are no jobs, there is no scope, I can't earn money, are the ones who are not taking an action. I'm not saying that they don't have motivation. They're the ones who are not taking an action. If you love your field, you will not be able to rest even on Saturday or Sunday because you love doing what you do. You don't need somebody to pay you to get started. That's the first red flag. अगर आपको जरूरत है ना कि somebody pays me to get started, you might not be loving your field that much. So even if you have to provide free content to help people, you should be okay with that. Regular engagement, yes. So nurture your audience, take care of them, help them in whatever manner you can. Educating consistently, yes. So even if you're not getting paid for it, for the first few months, work just for the sake of working, not for the sake of getting paid. Okay? And build your audience, build people who love you for the work that you do. Every one of us has a gift. You need to discover that gift. Okay? Okay. Then comes the final step, the third one, giving them something of value. Absolutely rational. The third step is convert. See, what will you convert them into? What will you convert them into? Consistency creates a bond between viewers and creators. Yes, like we have a bond right now. Answering their questions. What does conversion mean? What do I need to convert them into? क्या convert करोगे? Regulars, it means guide. Convert का क्या मतलब है? हाँ, you convert them into your clients. So if they really love you, okay, they know that you have knowledge and skill, right? If they love you, they know that you have the knowledge and the expertise that they are looking for. Even if they don't become your client, they will make other people your clients. They'll refer you. कोई पूछेगा, अच्छा, do you know any psychologist? हाँ, I know this person. I know Kaushal who knows this language. So maybe you can approach this person. Or I know Vedika or Mahi or Shreya. So they will become your clients or they'll refer you to someone. Which means you will still get paid. Now suppose you're not getting any client at all. फिर आप क्या करोगे? What can you start with? Say there is nobody coming to pay you for your services. Can you start with pro bono services? Word of mouth helps. Absolutely. Can you start pro bono services? Skill के बाद, I'm not saying masters करिए और pro bono start कर दिया. Once you have the right skill. Okay, don't take any of my words into a wrong direction. Once you have a proper master's degree और masters में आपने skill पे भी work करा है, and now you feel confident, can you take pro bono clients? Pro bono advertisement की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. You get organic clients. Pro bono, just for the sake of helping someone as an act of kindness, being a Psycey, member, कर सकते हैं. We can help people and we can take genuine feedback from them and start developing. Yes. So the client might give you genuine feedback. Take them feedback from them very professionally. A and C. C is convert. Label. After that, pro bono. So attract, nurture, convert them into your pro bono clients. Take first 2-3 sessions pro bono. Then you can ask them to pay you for your services if they like. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. दूसरा हो सकता है, you take pro bono, you gather feedbacks, you put them on your post. We always see the feedback before paying to anybody. है ना? Whether it is Amazon, we're buying ₹100 thing, we always look for feedback. Nobody will pay you if they don't know you're a good counselor. But they'll definitely pay you even $1,000 or more than that if they know you are a good counselor and you have the skill. There are people looking for the best also. So they'll definitely pay you if you have good feedback. Yes. So the first initial purpose that you should have, even I think many of us also came to psychology because we wanted to help. So pehle you need to work on your skill building. After that, this can be a roadmap to actually earn money out of it because you have to become an independent psychologist. Later you will have to look for others to help you. We don't want to be dependent. Feedbacks act as a proof that you are a good psychologist. Okay? Another thing now, guys, some rules of thumb that I'm giving you from my experiences. It's never going to be easy. Kshetra, I'll take your question related to research after completing my session today. Okay? Can you stay till the end or join after 15 minutes? Okay. What was I saying? Now I'm going to give you certain tips from my experience. The first one is, it is never going to be easy. Do you think it was easy for me? Do you think it is still easy for me? Is it going to be an easy road? Is it going to be easy? Give me an answer. or no? Is easy what we want to do? Do people who follow the easy road actually reach success, heights of success? क्या easy करके Elon Musk or anybody who became what they became, is that how they reached there? So do you want to adopt the easy pathway? क्या easy path adopt करना चाहते हो? It's not gonna be easy. And it is good that if it is not easy, which means you are trying. अच्छा. All the successful people you admire, tell me, does anybody come in the morning and wake them up कि चलो अपने काम पे चलो? Does anybody come to motivate them? Nothing is easy or difficult. ये भी ठीक है, हाँ. Does anybody come to wake them up or motivate them? So should you be needing an external motivation, or do you need to become your own motivation? So guys, the first rule should be, first you set a goal and you prioritize. If you are sure you are in the right field, and if you are sure that this is what I want to do and this is what I love, and this is my purpose, mission and vision of my life, this is what I want to do and can spend my entire life doing. So if your mission and vision is clear once, the first rule is there should be no excuses. The first rule is there should be no excuses whatsoever. People who give excuses are left only with excuses. Why couldn't I clear an exam? ये वो हो गया. है ना? So excuses bring you only excuses. Actions bring you conversions and actions. So first rule of the thumb is there is no excuse. If you have a will, confidence नहीं आता ना. Confidence आएगा skill building पे मैं बताऊंगी कैसे work करना है. हाँ. So first step is you prioritize, then you commit, and then you act, and then you do not hear anybody who says it is tough. Because if it is tough, it is good. Okay. It wasn't easy for me either. You know, I sharing a very brief version of my story. Till my 10th standard, I studied on scholarship. Now, this might not be a very motivational story, but it is again a story that I had to live by. I had nobody to give me guidance and all of those things. ठीक है, तब इतना इंटरनेट भी नहीं होता था to listen to motivational sessions and all. हाँ, give excuses, you hate it, then you prioritize. Your mission and vision might not be clear. उस पे work करो परिशील. So I studied till 10th grade. I studied on scholarship. 11th and 12th, I had medical, for which I had no tuitions, and you didn't used to be so much of guidance even at school. And do you actually ask this question? Okay. So there didn't used to be that much of guidance. Then I used to give 6 hours of coaching to other people to support myself financially when I was in 11th and 12th grade. Okay. And it used to be tough. Medical was very tough because I didn't have time to study it. Plus 6 hours of tuition used to make me really tired, and then I had to go through emotional turmoil myself in that 11th and 12th grade period. But so eventually, that hard time passed, and then I came to my bachelor's. And how I made the best out of my bachelor's is that I never said a no. There was no excuse. So if I had to study, okay, so there didn't used to be any excuse. My mother used to say that, you might be getting tired, XYZ, anything. So, okay, But no, you do not let other people limit you. Even if they're ones who love you and, who really care for you. If you're after something, I am like, there should be no excuse. That's the secret which I feel could be of any amount of success that I have ever acquired in my life. Anything. If I was preparing for my UGC net, I used to study 16 to 18 hours every single day. The only break I used to get was also with me actually studying. Okay, so there doesn't have to be any excuse if you want to do something. If you are looking for guidance and support, guys, one, you have Psykey. We already have so many missions and visions. You want to start with skill building, even if you do not have money. Every month we have, multiple free sessions. You open our YouTube. You start with one session every single day. We are also starting with another session on 1st of March. There is a 3-day free workshop on psychotherapies. So you will be able to build sufficient skills to at least start pro bono, earn, and then you can consider investing if you can't do it at this point. But there is no lack of guidance and skills. You should be literally obsessed with your goals. So there was never an excuse, and there shouldn't be one now. Even if I had to work for free, there used to be a lot of traveling. Even now I see so many students traveling just for their masters also. Plus, you should not get distracted. So friends are doing something, or this person is saying this or that, it shouldn't matter to you. So never compare your journey with somebody else. All of you have different goals, different, gifts. क्योंकि आपका gift different है, comparing yourself with anybody else would only pull you down. It will never take you up. So that was another thing. I took my journey as my own, and I always believed that there might be something. There were times I am also not perfect. I still do overthink. I am still driven by be perfect and hurry up driver. So nobody is perfect, but you need to accept your imperfections and also understand that you have a gift and you're meant to do something. Optimism is another thing that has driven me till now. Always been, driven by some or the other thing. ठीक है. Okay, that's it of my story. So do not give any excuses. If you get an opportunity, whether it is free or if it is something that you can, avail, take benefit of those opportunities. Nobody was there to tell me that, you attend this many workshops, you go and, take up this many trainings, internships, or anything. Third thing is, never be afraid of, listening of any rejection. आप help मांगोगे तो आपको help मिलेगी. Unless you ask somebody for help, answer is always no. So even when I didn't have money, like I'm telling you, I didn't have money to even complete my formal education, for which I actually worked very hard and supported myself. So I approached people for help. There were many kind, generous people to whom I also owe my success, who helped me at that time by providing me with these skills and everything. So you need to ask, you need to approach people, you need to be receptive. और जब आप किसी से सीख रहे हो, so these are basic skills which will take you very far in life. These are the things that I have learned from my experience. If someone is don't want to be something, exactly. So certain things which I feel you should have. Now coming to the skill part, how you can acquire skill. How many of us have attended any free or paid course at Psycey? If we have, type a yes. If we haven't, type a no. Type a Y in the chat box if you have. Sanchi, I don't know. I wouldn't answer this question. But yes, let's type a Y if we have attended, and if we haven't attended any even free training or something with Psycey. Any training that you will do with Psycey is never an observership program. Have you ever seen me giving you an observership program? No, it is unethical also. आप observe करके नहीं सीख सकते. आपको observe करना है, free में YouTube पे observe करो. It is always you doing something, working on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. There are so many success stories, guys, now. You check our, Instagram, it's filled of success stories. Yes. So it is always first you working on yourself, and then you, through that work that you've done on yourself, you learn how to work with others. That's how I learned. I went through a journey of therapy myself for a few months when I was in my 11th and 12th. So it was a really tough period for me, but that's what made me. That's what made me choose psychology over everything. So it's never just, observership. It's always you working on yourself. Okay? To begin with, I am also now giving you the chance to actually start for free. You join us for this 3 days free workshop that we have on psychotherapies. And for your everyday learning also, there are multiple, I think there are around 20 free workshops which are there on our YouTube page. And every session, even if it has been repeated, it will teach you something new. There are many people. I had other day a student, she came to me, she was like, ma'am, we conducted a graphology ka everything on our in our school. There was an event, and her gratitude sample is also there. That feedback is there on our Instagram. So they actually, she learned for free, and then she was able to help so many people with that. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Saritha. All of them are there free of cost on our YouTube page. You start for free. After that, if you feel like, you can also invest if you want to. The diploma program for which we have opened our registrations is a, what is it called? I forgot. I learned this with Psycey. Okay. So, yes, Dimple. Dimple is our current batch student. So, that's how you can start. And that's why how I want you to start. It won't be only me. There would be other people also who are providing trainings. So, the thing about Psyche is I do not give theoretical knowledge. Theoretical things are something that even I forget at times. Okay? But practical is something that you get here, you work on yourself and you grow. I want each one of you who is connected with Psyche to grow. It does not matter to me whether you are doing a free course or a paid course. You are a Psychian as whenever you join this mission of ours to help other people to transform lives, you become a Psychian. Okay? And whether it is through any form of knowledge, when you help somebody else, you are joining hands with Psyche to do an act of kindness. We are huge promoters of positive psychology also. Act of kindness is a beautiful thing that helps everybody. So try to help other people. Even now, if you can help somebody else also, do that every single day. Whether it is an animal or a human being, doesn't matter. You grow when you help other people. Okay? What I want you to do after today's session is also something. If you are a bachelor's psychology student, okay, you start working on your skills. You look for, programs such as Psyche has MH ambassadorship. If you cannot afford, you join us. You work with Psyche, you learn how a work in organization actually happens. Or join any organization for that matter. If you are in your masters, guys, start your page already today. Okay? And if you want, you can also tag Psyche. You can share any one of our posts or even just start that I have taken this initiative to support mental health, and we will repost every single of your stories in which you are tagging us. We would like to, support you. We have 6,000 plus followers. Recently we have hit on Instagram, and we would reshare any post that you put up today. Okay, tagging that you have taken this initiative because you are inspired by action with Psyche. Ab action lo. If you have, just start for free. Start spreading free knowledge for this. Can you elaborate about this 3 days workshop? It is a 3 days workshop on psychotherapies. We'll be covering 20 plus techniques from 5 psychotherapies, at least 5 psychotherapies on 1st, 2nd and 3rd March, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. each day, plus homework. Yes, we have students from 16 plus nations. We have trained around 13,500 students. It is valid. Yes. We have students doing diploma also from us, from UA. That's a kind gesture. Okay. So everybody who wants to, guys, I want you to take an action today. Aap kya karoge? You can even post about this free course if you want to. If you don't want to, aap khud ka kuch bhi shuru karo. Any one useful post or story, make it, tag Psyche right there, inspired by action by Psyche or action with Psyche, and we will repost your story to help you grow on any social media platform. Psyche_ is a social media page. Now I will take any questions that you have and let's get start. Should we register for the 3-day course? Free of cost hai na? Register to karoge. You have to join the group. If you want to join, you can send us a DM. Join 3 days course or join anything. So we'll give you the link. I have already one page. You can put a post there, Tanvi, if you want to. Okay, you can also share our post if you want to, and you can tag us. We'll repost it to help you grow. Any sample, kuch bhi kar lo. You can post about our 3 days course, help others. Your client? My client? How? My client? Okay. Okay, guys. So what questions do we have? Do we have questions? Somebody was asking about dissertation research. Now ask me any questions that you have. Whatever knowledge I have, I'll be happy to share it with you. I've given you action, inspiration by Psyche. I've told you about the free workshop. I've told you how to build skills, and I've also told you how to earn with those skills. How many degrees we need for becoming psychologists? Masters in psychology. Agar bachelors, even if you do not have a bachelor's in psychology, you can still pursue a master's. Regular or distance does not matter. Only thing that matters is the skill. And always remember, it is the person who makes the skill. Join 3 days what? Bas 3 days likh do. Join 3 days. You can DM us. Join 3 or 3 days. It is a certificate course. Yes, you will be getting certificate, but it will be a certificate will be paid. Certificate is optional. Joining the course is free. Skill is free. It would be easy to learn even if I didn't have psychology. I want to do my PhD from Canada, but don't know how to take a start. Okay. So, in knowledge, what you need to do is you need to have, this will have a long answer. Have you written any research papers? If not, having 1 or 2 research papers published help you a lot. That is 1. 2 is, have you decided what is the topic that you want to do research on? When you are applying for PhD, the process is very different. So it's not you that pays the university, it is the university that pays you. Okay, and for that you will have to find a guide, somebody who is doing the research in the same area that you want to do research in. तो आप पहले अपना area of interest finalize करो, finalize your area of interest. Based on that, finalize the professor or the guide under whom you want to conduct this. You can find them by searching on Google Scholar also. You can look up for the papers on Google Scholar. See who are the authors who are from Canada or Canadian University. Check their profile, connect with them on LinkedIn. Ask them, how did you come into this field and so on. Sorry, not how did you come into this field. Sorry, I got distracted. Talk to them, tell them that I share similar interests and I want to work with you. Is there any PhD opening at your university? So, agar opening nahi bhi hogi, they will open a slot for you if they like your application. So, you need to build connections first. This goes for PhD in any foreign university. Finalize your area of interest first. Find a professor who read their papers, share your review with them. Build a connection. Then ask them if there is a PhD opening or if you want to do a PhD with them, what would be the process like. तो वो पूरा आपको guide कर देंगे. Second thing that you can do in knowledge is connect with people who are already doing a PhD from Canadian University or in the field of interest that you have. And based on that, you can further take guidance from them. Easy to, okay, what other question? How many degrees? Masters in Psychology. How to be certified therapist in any therapy. First is you need Masters in Psychology. Ethically, then you have to take up trainings for each therapy. So certified therapist of course means you need to take therapy. Now for different therapies there are different certification procedures that you need to follow. But most of them are private only. Generally आपको private institutes ही मिलेंगे. UGC does not have any such criteria or anything. Ma'am, is it possible to get a psychology teacher job without net like on temporary basis? Yes, it is possible. So you might not be able to teach in a university, but you can teach in college. And yes, you can. And if you just want to become a teacher and not a professor, you can also become a teacher in schools without qualifying net. There are, you can. There is a possibility. Do we need to go for a specific field in master's degree? Simple master's degree is absolutely okay, guys. Work on your skills. Degree is just there for your, degree. It is only going to give you theoretical knowledge. Everything that I have is all based on the people that I've worked with, the skills that I've learned from them. Nothing from here. Okay, knowledge. How to improve counseling skills? Join Psykey's free workshops. How will you learn counseling skills? Join free workshops. All the courses by Psykey are very, very affordable also. So start with free. Okay? Use free skills, earn money, then invest. However you want to go. Or if you can afford, start with Psykey. You learn here by getting practical training. Look at the feedbacks that we have. Net is necessary for abroad and PhD? No, net is only for India. You don't need net for PhD abroad. Absolutely not. Guide for some good internship sites? Psykey. Our online training is much better than a lot of offline trainings. I vouch that. I give you a lot of testimonials for that. So, sorry, if you're looking for offline, then you need to give me the location, but I would still not be the best person to guide. Do we need to go for, this is already done. Do we have more questions, guys? Why can't I see more questions? Could you recommend colleges for distance masters in psychology in Punjab? If it is distance, then why are you looking for in Punjab? Distance, IGNU is there. There is LPU in Punjab, which provides distance degree, but it's gonna be a little expensive. Chandigarh University might have a distance degree, masters in psychology. But if you have to do distance only, online ही करना है, तो go for IGNU. It's cheap, it gives you a lot of time. A lot of people are doing from IGNU, so you can also get guidance from them. Pressure would be less comparatively, and you get a lot of time to work on your skills if you have to do distance only. Okay. How can I find internships? Follow Psykey. Can PhD with foreign university be done sitting in India? Yes, it can be done. Sometimes, say you're working in the same topic, okay? And they will pay you, Vedika. You don't need to pay for PhDs. There might be just application fee or something, but you don't need to pay. They pay you a stipend. In Europe, the stipend is as much as 2.5 to 3 lakhs a month. Okay? So, PhD with foreign universities can be done sitting in India, or you might have to travel very less there. Okay? And you can tell them that I want to work on the same topic but with population in India. So your guide can guide you from there and you can do a PhD from a foreign university even sitting in India. ठीक है, population बस change कर लो. Okay. I don't talk much. How should I change that to become a counselor? You don't need to do, a lot of talking with your client. You just need to know how to ask the right questions. So it's not like you being, you don't need to become an extrovert for that. Not talking much is good. Do I talk much? Sometimes I do talk much, but yes. So my profession requires me to talk much, but if you will meet me in person, I don't talk much. So, which is okay. Professionally, you need to talk much. You will have to ask questions. You will have to talk to your client. You'll need to empathize. So as long as you have the skills required, empathizing, paraphrasing, and every other skill, you're good to go. आपको बहुत सारी बातें करना नहीं आना चाहिए for, that's not required. Professionally, because I am a trainer, so I need to talk. Is becoming a therapist or counselor is different from each other? No, not much. This is actually a good question actually. So, therapist, for example, hypnotherapist. For that, some people don't even do a master's in psychology. People after their bachelor's in any degree also do a hypnotherapy diploma and they practice hypnotherapy. So depend on the therapy you're learning. If you're talking about graphotherapy, you might not require a master's degree because that's completely handwriting and signature analysis. People will still come to you. So, but master's in psychology is a good degree which makes you a lot more credible. And when you're talking about counselors are also of multiple types. Okay, but having a master's in psychology gives you eligibility to practice as a therapist and a counselor, provided you have a training in the same. But there is no as much of a difference. Therapist is someone who specializes in therapies more and works on the therapeutic aspect more. Hi Arushi, do you have a question? How do I publish a paper? I mean, where should I go to publish? Do you have a paper already written? You can get in touch with me personally in Alice. I can guide you with some. So you can also check the UGC net care list. If your paper is a good quality, so you should start with UGC net की जो care list है. Otherwise there is Scopus etc. also, but that might get expensive. So you can start with UGC care list. ठीक है, Google पे search करो UGC care list 2022-2023. Look at the journals which are approved. Find your topic is matching which particular journal, and you can send your paper there. All the instructions as to how to send your paper for publication are there on their website. Make sure you follow each one of them. Even a single mistake can, reject your. They can reject your paper even for a single mistake. You don't want that. ठीक है, सब कुछ double triple check करके then you send it. Kindly recommend some good colleges, MA Psychology. When you ask a question like this, please specify the location also. That gets easier for me. If you're looking for private colleges, Christ, Amity have good reputation. Christ specifically has a very good reputation. If you're looking for private college, public colleges, I would need to know the location. Currently, there is also Common Universities entrance test exam, CU set. So you can, if you're looking for a public university, you can apply there and from there you can learn. Also, when you ask about recommendation about colleges, it is different based on different, things. When you're asking for recommendation, is it for co-curricular activities? Is it based on faculty? Is it based on syllabus? What exactly? Is it based on reputation or just the name of the degree? So, recommendation in which regards? What is your purpose? First finalize that, then you take recommendation for college. Dhani, I mentioned our online courses make you practice with people all across India and even abroad. They are so much better. And offline course mein you will not be able to do one-on-one practice, which you can do in online courses through Zoom. Pam, could you suggest some scholarship program for PhD? For PhD, there are not scholarship programs, there are fundings. Okay? I can read your mind. I will check your question section 1 minute after this one. That's the name of the page. I can read your mind. Okay. Scholarship. So you should look for fundings. Now these fundings are based on different things. So funding can be project based. So maybe you are doing research in cancer related field. So there would be funding institutes which are providing funding specifically for cancer related causes or researches. And in abroad though, globally you find a lot of such institutes. You can apply them, you can see what their criteria is, and based on that you can get funding. Scholarship nahi hoti, funding hoti hai. PhD programs are generally you get stipend for all PhD programs. Okay. Most of them, yes. Even in India, there is a 32,000 something stipend every month you get, provided you qualify GRF in the same. I told you, Kazumi, you work on the skills by taking Psyche's courses free of cost as well as paid if you can afford. And yes, you work on yourself first. As a school counselor, what should we teach to students? Initially, how to manage students and homework to examine them. Okay, that's a good question. Let me take questions, easy questions first. What is a catch or blind spot where we need to pay attention? Blind spot where we need to pay attention related to what? Can a psychiatrist just give therapy? No. Psychiatrists are trained in medicine. They have psychology but just as one of their subjects. But they're not trained in therapy. So they cannot give therapy efficiently unless until they have a proper training in the same. Can someone do psychology after BA? Yes, you can. Anybody from any field of in bachelor's can pursue a master's in psychology. So there is no as such criteria. How can I find other videos on career? A lot of videos on career are on an Instagram page itself. You will have to scroll down a little bit. If you'll not be able to find it, you can DM us. Our team will share the link with you. There are around 3 videos on careers. There is also one complete session on how I cleared UGC NET in psychology, and you can do it too. Want to do master in psychology but confused because of less scope. Abhi to bataya. Scope is of the person, not of the field. If you think that MBA or BTech has a better scope, there are so many people who have completed their BTech professional degree still sitting unemployed. There are people who have done their MBA but don't know how to go for business or start their own or even help somebody else. Scope is not of the field. Scope is of the person and their skills. So work on your skills. If you love psychology, if you're passionate about it, you will be able to do great in that. Hi Niruji, what can we teach in school with Psyche diploma, not masters in psychology? Do masters in psychology. What can we teach in school? You can work as a coach, maybe. Niruji, Psyche's diploma is teaching you a lot. Hypnotherapy, graphotherapy, NLP, a lot of other things. So that should help. How can you build your skills? You can build your skills by practicing things that you're learning on your own self. By taking practical trainings and using those trainings to work on your own self. That's how you can do that. Child psychology qualifications depends what you want to do in child psychology. So in your masters, you can take up child psychology as your subject. And after that, B.Ed in special education is there. RCI has a course in child psychology. So you can take up that. I answered this question, right? How to work on skills multiple times. You need to take practical training and work on that yourself. So Rajita, multiple therapies are there, to psychoeducate children. This is a very vast question. What should we teach to students? As a school counselor, you can teach multiple techniques to students. So आप art के through उनके साथ CBT practice कर सकते हो. So you can practice CBT with them through art. Or you can teach them better emotional regulation techniques and so on. So you need proper techniques to teach them. So that is how it would go. I don't know. That would be a very vague. It's an in-depth answer. I would not be able to answer it so quickly here. My apologies. With my master in psychology, can I start my own work as counseling psychologist? If you have the right training, yes. Trust the process. What is the scope for criminal psychology? Scope is of the person. The field is also good. In India, government jobs in criminal psychology don't pay much. But yes, the scope is good. You can earn well. Find somebody who is earning well in criminal psychology. That is the way to go about it. Okay. So find someone who search criminal psychologist on LinkedIn or even on Instagram. See what those people are actually doing. What are the associations that they have or they have worked in, or what are the qualifications they have taken up. Okay. Or if they have taken practical trainings, where have they taken that from? So simple Google search है. जैसे एक movie ढूंढने के लिए कितनी research करते हो, similar to that. And then see what is that person doing to make money. That's how you can go about it. That's the right way to do it. So you need to have the right action. Not even the motivation, action. Motivation follows action. That's how you'll go about it. I've done masters in counseling, but I want to pursue career in clinical. How to go about it? You pursue an MPhil in clinical psychology from an RCI registered institute. You can also do a Psycey. In clinical psychology again, or rehabilitation psychology programs are also there that should help you. So you need to appear for an entrance exam first, and then you can qualify as a clinical psychologist. I meant to ask you that masters हमें स्कूल में जॉब देने के लिए कोई एग्जाम देना पड़ता है? स्कूल में जॉब लेनी है. If you want to do a job in school, Arushi, तो there is a PGDGC which many schools ask for, postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling. तो आप वो कर सकते हो. You can do this even during your masters, distance या part time. सिर्फ उसकी डिग्री चाहिए आपको. It doesn't necessarily have to be offline. 1, 2, अगर आपको स्पेशल चिल्ड्रन के साथ वर्क करना है तो आपको बीएड करनी पड़ेगी स्पेशल एजुकेशन में. अदरवाइज मास्टर्स प्लस पीजीडीजीसी वर्क्स फॉर अ स्कूल काउंसलर. ओके. हाउ टू लर्न थेरेपी, व्हाट इफ दे आर फेक और इनइफेक्टिव? I told you to start with Psykey. Psykey_ is our YouTube channel. You go there, start with any one free course, see whether it is effective or ineffective. ठीक है सांची, then you can get back to me. That's why when we train people in therapies, we first make them practice that on themselves. They see whether it is working for them or not. If it is not working, why is it not working? Some therapies might work for some people, it might not work for others. Okay, so you need to see. That will give you an idea. It gives you a lot of exposure. Why some therapies work on others and not on others, and which therapy works in which manner. So Sanchi, there is a tutorial for each of them. You can also join for the free 3 days workshop starting on 1st of March. It is free of cost. You're not losing anything except 5 hours of your time. So you can start, you can see whether you like it or not, whether it is effective or not, and you can decide. Right? Age criteria for teaching? No. My name is Vaishali. Don't know my name. Okay. My name is Vaishali. How do you refill your energy as you keep on helping so many? You guys give me energy. You are my energy source. I get a lot of energy from all of you. Achha, another tip that I was going to give you is you start. When I started, I didn't believe in myself as much unless I met all of you. When I met all of you, you believed in me and the success of Psyche way more than me. And that helped us, keep growing. My students have more dreams for Psyche than I do. They think of, us building institutes and universities and whatnot. So that is the source of energy. That's the true source of growth as well that we are seeing at Psyche. But thank you, Mehak, for asking this. It's so sweet of you. Colleges for distance masters, there is IGNU, which is most famous. There is Jan University, I think, which is also providing. There should be more as well. We can make a post on this, I think. I'll ask my team for that. But yes, Jan University and IGNU is there. How to get online cases? You get started, you make a page, you start pro bono, like that. Ma'am, is it worth doing distance in PhD? Depends what your purpose of doing PhD is. Is it only to add a doctorate in front of your name? Or and do you just need it for adding a qualification in your degree for your job, etc.? Or is it actually to learn research and do something, research on something that you're really passionate about? So determine your purpose. Your purpose gives you the direction. So what is your purpose, Madhu? Is it to just add doctorate? Or for your job, etc., if you're already doing one? Or is it for you to actually do research into something and devote your 4 years into something? Professional diploma in clinical psychology or MPhil clinical psychology. Tanvi, if you're going for it, then go for MPhil only. Why would you go for a PDCP? It's way expensive, PDCP. And you will become an assistant clinical psychologist with that. You will get the RCA license though. But if you are into education, then why do go for PDCP first and then for MPhil? Go for MPhil directly. Do you provide internship? I need in my second. Yes, we do provide internship. Every person who does a diploma with us, we give them the internship certification as well. We do. We have a lot of students from IGNU also who have been taking internship certificate from us. Psychologists can play what different type of roles in school? School counselor, special educator. There is a psychology teacher thing also. So things like that. Is IGNU worth it for your career? Your skills are worth it for your career. Degree is just a degree. That's my opinion, of course. There might be people who want to, go for teaching, etc. So if you want to gain theoretical knowledge, then degrees are definitely, because that's the system that has been working. Syllabus doesn't get revised very often, and you have to teach the same thing. Then you can opt for a regular degree. If you want to become a practitioner, then practical training matters. Degree is a degree. Akansha, where do you want to do your masters in clinical psychology? What is the location? Is it good? Yes, it is good. Why not? Kazumi. IGNOU and Pandit Sundar Lam Sharma University run diploma guidance and counseling skill course. Acha, okay. Abha is saying that IGNOU and Pandit Sundar Lal Sharma University run diploma in course in guidance and counseling. So if you want that, you can do that. Thank you, Karatul. Okay. I wish to do masters from UK. Can you suggest proper steps I need to take? You need to find, I'll give you practical steps. One is, of course, YouTube is the source. Second is you actually search best universities in UK for pursuing masters. Then see whether they have the subjects that you want to pursue your masters in. Third is approach people who have gone from India to UK for their masters on LinkedIn. Find their email ID, write them email. After 3 days, follow up with them. Thoda logo ke piche pado, push them. Get time from them. See what are the steps they have followed. That will give you the right steps to follow. So LinkedIn, approach actual people who have gone for their masters in UK. And second is there are also these career, Canam, etc. These kind of places which guide people for study abroad. In addition to that, you can also do your own self-study. That is always the best. You can also check for their scholarship options and everything. So go to the university website, see when do they open for applications, and that's how you can go about it. Okay, what is their criteria and everything? You will need at least, I think many of them require a 4 years degree. Maybe that's not the case in UK. So you need to check their website. They also have admission counselors, Isha. Okay? So you can talk to their admission counselors, you can send them their transcripts and see whether or not you're eligible for their masters. So they'll guide you very properly. Okay, and don't forget guys, people who are leaving early because they don't have questions, you're attending our free 5 hours course in psychotherapies starting on 1st of March, 7 p.m. To join, you can DM us on Instagram. You can also WhatsApp us at 884-7676-072 for the link. 884-7676-072 to get the link of the free workshop. I'm an engineering graduate. I've done my MSc in yoga. I have attended courses in astrotherapy, pursuing a clinical psychology course from NHCA. Is background enough to write UGC NET exam? You need a master UGC NET exam in yoga or psychology. You need masters in psychology to write a UGC NET exam in psychology. And you need, if you have MSc in yoga, you can write a UGC NET in yoga if there is one. Only skills matter. Do you know which degree I have pursued my masters from? You don't, but still, university does not matter that much. The exposure that the university provides matters. Name of the university does not matter as much. अगर आपके पास skills है, it is everything. Skill is हाथी का पाँव जिसके अंदर सभी everything else covers. So the elephant's feet are very large, and all small things actually come under it. So that is the skill for you. Your qualification, all of other things are minute things that can be added in that. How can we get the 3 days workshop link? You can WhatsApp me at 884-7676-072 or you can DM us at Psykey_. Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi. I'm done from IGNOU. Works very well. To talk so much, I talk to all of you. Ask my friends. I don't know what to talk. Ask my mother. I talk so much because that's my profession, no? I do talk. I like connecting with all of you because I feel, you guys are like family. I can open up to all of you. You guys open up to me. But even if you don't talk so much, you can be a very good counselor. Introverts are also good counselors. Monica, depends on what you can afford, right? If you can afford private institutes, they are also good to go. DU is also fine. But don't go anywhere with a lot of expectations. Even the education that you're taking up, like that's my experience, again speaking from only my experience and personal opinion, nothing set in stone. whatever qualifications that I have gained, or even my gold medal, everything, I had to work very hard for that theoretical knowledge also. Professors will come, good professors are a good thing to have. Universities giving you internship exposure and other things are good to have, but eventually you will have to put in efforts. So wherever you're going, take expectations अपने आप से रख के जाओ, not from the universities or colleges. If you can afford private institutes, you can go for Christ, etc. as well. If you can't, DU is good. If you get admission in DU, then DU is good. Okay, I missed questions. Ma'am, doing... Achha, lot of questions. Is LPU good for clinical psychology? There are people pursuing their clinical psychology from LPU. I think they provide good exposure. You can go for it. But do look at the environment, etc. also. So again, a mixed response. So आप पहले visit करो, have a look at, meet people who are also already pursuing. Again, you can connect with them on LinkedIn, and that would be the right way to go. Because the real first-hand experience and recommendation that people who are studying there can provide you, I can't do that. मैं आपको बता सकती हूँ जो मैंने सुना है, but I've not gone there and studied. So connect with those people on LinkedIn or Instagram, network with them and ask them whether it is good or not. Or don't take just one person's opinion for it. Take at least opinion of 3 to 4 people. How to start a career as a counselor or psychologist, masters in psychology plus training. How long this session will be continued? As long as your questions last. Ma'am, doing diploma course of guidance and counseling from Jamia. After that counselor job, what I have to do? I've heard about an entrance test under Delhi it comes. नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. अच्छा, if you want to take a government job, so then government does release some exams. You will have to do that. For example, for postgraduate teacher, there is a PGT exam. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे exams government releases that. So you might have, it's not an entrance exam. It is a normal exam for some or the other government position. तो आपको check करना पड़ेगा उनके entrance exam का syllabus and something like that. Are we officially a psychologist? You do not need a license to practice as a counseling psychologist. There is no license. RCA does not deal with RCA does not deal with counseling psychology. It only deals with rehabilitation and clinical psychology. So anybody who says you need an RCA license, you do not, guys. Counseling psychology के लिए license नहीं है. You only need skills and masters. I am good, Tahu. Yes, I am live after a long time. I go live on YouTube almost every week. We had 2-3 free workshops this month on YouTube. Why didn't you join us there? Oh, do you mean to say I am creepy? I take it offensively. Psychologists are not creepy. Don't overgeneralize this. Overgeneralization is a cognitive distortion. Not all psychologists are creepy. Do I know any psychologist who is creepy? I don't know what you mean by creepy. I don't know how to comment on this. Sorry. Is PGDGC for school only? No, it's a degree you can take even for counseling. Addition of degree. Hi ma'am, after a long time I see you. Okay, hi, how are you? Why don't you see me on YouTube? I go live on YouTube almost every week. At least once a month. I'm going live on YouTube again, 1st to 3rd March. Please join me there. As a fresher student in counseling, I should firstly intern in a private clinic or school. I'm confused. I got to choose one option only for my diploma program. You can intern in a private clinic. That will help you more if you have to choose between the two. Start with the private clinic, okay? There is inner child healing. There is hypnotherapy. A lot of those things, Balpreet. I'm sure you've read about it. CBT also helps. After doing counseling psychology, can we go for clinical? Is it a good decision or any suggestions to further move on? Rachita, going for clinical psychology is not mandatory. You see, do you want to deal with people who have severe issues that they deal with clinical, or do you want to deal with normal population which might not have that level of issues? So it is entirely up to you. Go after your interest. Even counseling psychologists earn very, very well and they help their clients very well if they have the right skills and everything like that. So it depends on whether or not your passion is there. I would ask you to follow your passion. That's what I did. After MA psychology, what are the Steps to follow for doing PhD from abroad. I answered that, right? You need to find a guide first, your area of interest first, then you find a guide, then you approach the guide, you prepare your research proposal after approaching the guide, and then you go about it. Then you apply. So those guide themselves also open positions for you, or they guide you that this is the time when the position might open. नहीं, you need RCI license for clinical psychology. Psychologist के लिए नहीं है license because वो clinical population से deal नहीं करते हैं. Rajita, I am giving training classes. We have diploma in psychotherapies, which is starting soon. Today is the last day for its, special offer that is going on. Again, you can connect with 8847676072. One signature course for all counselors and psychologists. Jai Hind. Okay. Ma'am, please comment on my question. Acha, I'll see your question right away. I need to see questions also now. Where are the questions? How can one become a military psychologist? One needs to Google, one needs to go to the LinkedIn and see what military psychologists are doing. Generally, according to my research, military psychologists also have a little bit of background in military as well. It does if you distance learning degree carries enough weightage if you have to do your own practice and have a proper training in that. I worked under a lot of people. I learned from them. I got training under them. So I worked with them. That's how I did. What can I pursue master? I've completed BCom. Can I pursue masters in psychology? Yes, you can. So you need to apply. Private universities do take up yes. But confused because of less scope. Scope तो बहुत है. Okay. I also want to do job in Canada. Yes, you can. पहले वो तो करो. Education to complete karo. Is anybody here from Gujarat? Can we suggest Vidya some good MA colleges in Gujarat? Vidya, I have no idea. What is the duration for internship at Psykey and exchange? So we provide multiple types of internships at Psykey. We have a training program at Psykey. It is not just an internship. It is not an observership program. We have a 3 months diploma in psychotherapies, which covers counseling and psychotherapies. Preeti, the best way to go about this would be you connecting with me. Okay? On WhatsApp, 8847676072. I'll share the details with you. Or you can also check our Instagram page. There are a lot of testimonials on highlights, etc. I could not find your question. I think I've answered most of the questions that I've seen. Educational psychologist and its scope. You need a doctorate. I think in educational psychology, people go for doctorate in US, in Canada, and all of those things also in educational psychology. That's what I know. Scope, again, for scope of any question, my answer is that you determine the scope. You need to Google for colleges in Gujarat or go to LinkedIn. I told you the best way to go about it is go to LinkedIn, search people who are in that particular profession. So profile pe search karo educational psychologist or this particular college in Gujarat. So you can find people who are working there or who are studying there. Connect with them. They will be the best ones to answer about this. International courses. Do you have plans to go abroad? Psyche deals with counseling psychology only. Now, is it important to do masters for counselor job at government school? I told you. No, you need masters and then diplomas, etc. Masters is must to practice as a psychologist. I have no idea, Parishi. Sorry, I won't be there is no government diploma or something that's there. There will be from private institutes only. I've completed MSW counseling and I wish to become a clinical psychologist. So you go for masters in clinical psychology first and then you go for RCI registered clinical psychology program, MPhil in clinical psychology. That is the way to become a clinical psychologist, not a PhD. After completing your PhD in clinical psychology, you will not become a clinical psychologist. You need MPhil from an RCI registered institute to practice as a clinical psychologist. Positive psychology mein bahut scope hai. I also practice that. Positive psychology nowadays is, it's so much developed right now that it is also, there are books on positive psychology and how it is helping people with psychosis. So we should not underestimate it. CCI. CCI is just an organization, private body. Again. Okay. Do you know any private institution? No. Hi, Rishabh. Okay, guys. I've taken as many questions as I could. Should we call it a day? Career opportunities for BSc Psychology. Go for Masters also, na? Or you can practice as a coach something after proper training. We provide diploma in psychotherapies which can be applicable in these also. Okay. Alright, guys. You need courses in the same. So, Simran, you can do courses in the same and then you can go about it. No, Shashi, as I mentioned, PGDGC is not only for school counselling. People also do it for adding up to their qualification. How to pursue diploma courses from Psykey? You connect with us at 8847676072. I'll share the brochure of our latest diploma starting on 6th of March. Registrations for the same at the special offer closed today. But yes, please don't go. I just joined. Okay. Graphotherapy workshop, please. Kalpana, you can get in touch. There is a course on graphotherapy. Is MPhil or PhD? Which is better for clinical? Clinical के लिए MPhil from an MPhil in clinical psychology from an RCA recognized institute is must. PhD is optional. Ma'am, answer. Himani, where is your question? I can't see your question. Can you please type it again? It is not in the questions box. So maybe you can send it here. I'll answer it. Okay. People prefer show interest to go for younger counselor or older ones. No, there is no myth as such. I have never discovered one. They go for expertise. People who tell you I have experience of 6 years of counseling, sometimes they've not even done counseling in those 6 years. Just because I've done, MA 6 years ago does not give me an experience of 6 years. Expertise matters, not the experience. Only issue I'm having is they don't have better hostels and I can't opt for PG. I think the hostels would be better than many. So you can go for it. Don't let the hostel be a barrier in this Akanksha. Thank you. Okay, ma'am, please, मुझे भी कुछ career advice दे दो. Ask me a specific question, please. Diploma is of 3 months, Monday to Friday. Every day we have a 2.5 hours to 3 hours class, 7:30 to 9:30 minimum. After that, there is Q&A session or practice sessions. They keep on going. So Monday to Friday, we 3 months means you are there with me for 3 months. Monday to Friday, weekend is an off, Saturday, Sunday, plus 3 free workshops which will be recorded, which you can watch at your own pace. So every day we meet for 2.5 to 3 hours in the diploma program, and we learn 12 plus psychotherapies in that. And a lot many other things. Okay. Hi Mudassir. I am waiting to see you in class. I was remembering you today. What career pathways one can go besides psychology practitioner? After which field? Now I've completed MSc, MPhil, PGDCP in psychology. Can I do my own practice? Why not? If you have so many qualifications, why not? If you have them in psychology. Yes. No. MPhil is not obsolete. MPhil in clinical psychology is a professional program. It is not a theoretical, MPhil. It will not be vanished. It will hold credibility and it's not going anywhere. Thank you, Dimple. Thank you for joining. My number is 8847676072. I do not receive any calls. You will have to WhatsApp me. Ma'am, I've completed. Achha, this is done. I am good. Career pathways besides psychology practitioner in which field? That's my question. What should I do with DUET preparation? You can watch my session on how I cleared UGC NET in psychology. We also have free resources for UGC NET preparation. Bhavna, that should help you. You can try to find the link by scrolling through our Instagram reels. If you're not able to, you can DM us. We'll share the link with you. For fees, Shashi, you'll have to connect with me on the number that I've sent. License for practicing as a counselor? No. मेरी एज निकल रही है और करियर नहीं बन पा रहा. There is no age to make a career. I remember I think person who opened what? Something. There is no age to build your career. After masters in non-psychology domains, psychology masters helps in almost every, I think it would be an additional only. But again, when you say non-psychology domains, it is again a very vast question, very difficult for me to answer. So non-psychology domains, there are IO psychologists, but again, that is psychology only. Are you willing to go in business? Are you going to start, you want to start your own practice? What exactly do you want to do? So it's a very wide question. Which population you want to practice with? So I would need, KFC ka example देना चाहिए. Exactly, Aditya. Thank you so much for helping me. So, let's say you need to ask a more specific question. Yes, NGOs do pay counselors working with them. That's why they're collecting everything, na? So, they do give jobs also, and they do pay counselors working with them. Hi, Sakshi, after a long time. KFC का example देना चाह रही हूँ मैं. I don't know of any course to become an animal psychologist in India, but I'm sure there are abroad. I don't even know if people look for animal psychologists in India, but there are definitely there are abroad. Career counselors using which psychometric tests? There are many of them. Aptitude, attitude, and personality tests being the most. So nowadays DMIT something is also very famous, Himani. So I think you should check out on that, but I don't know how psychological it is. Vaishnavi, दोबारा question type करो. Featherwhite entrances for MPhil and PhD. Again, I think you can watch that UGC Net wala session. That will help you. You can DM us. I'll share the link with you. It has complete details A to Z about UGC Net in psychology. So if you want to go for a PhD, you need to qualify for NET at least. If you want to get a stipend, you need to qualify for JRF. Are you going to offer a program in educational psychology or school psychology? No, as of now, no. But I might consider with some different resource persons, not me. This was not my specialization. Okay. MA क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी के बाद क्या कर सकते हैं मैम? काउंसलिंग की प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर सकते हो ट्रेनिंग लेने के बाद. काउंसलर बन सकते हो, स्कूल काउंसलर बन सकते हो, आप वो भी कर सकते हो. PhD के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हो, टीचिंग जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हो, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो. आप देखो आप क्या करना चाहते हो. ट्रेनिंग लेके काउंसलर भी बन सकते हो. ओके. Can you give me the full form of this, Dr. Aditya? Ma'am, please save your live video. Okay, I'll save my live video. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll call it a day. Any other questions? Yes, no, something. If no, type a no in the chat box. We'll call it a day. There was a sister livings, named NGO that I have also worked with in the past. They deal with suicide prevention. It's in Mumbai. So you can check that. I'm just 12th passed and my age is 27. What is your area of interest? Even if you're 12th passed, what is your area of interest? So many people who do business do not have that much of qualifications. What are the skills that you have? Sociology talks about social systems. And psychology is dealing with human beings at a whole. So, how sociology is well connected with psychology? So, sociology is talking about family, institutions in society, and psychology is talking about human behavior in general. So, sociology and psychology can be connected in that regard. Ma'am, please don't withdraw your previous free sessions. No, I will not do that. Can you see my query? Yes. Thank you, Anam. Ma'am, kindly tell your WhatsApp number so in case of any query we can message you. 884-7676-072. I get a lot of questions, so you will also have to send me reminders. After Master in Psychology, what can I do? I have answered this question in the entire live session. When are you starting the next batch for research methodology? You can get in touch, Sakshi. Where did we get training? You get training from Psykey. What should I do now? What should I do? You should have... Okay, that's a very difficult questions today. REBT, Albert Ellis Institutes provides an institute. When you said REMBT, I didn't know what it is. REBT, Albert Ellis Institute. You can check out trainings there. So there are no regulations in India. Unfortunately, there are no. There is Masters in Psychology. After that, training of any sort works. Sisters Living NGO that I know of. There would be many others also. Dimple, after completing diploma, yes. You can get in touch. आप तो रोज ही मिलते हो. Okay. For REBT, Albert Ellis Institute provides multiple courses. That's where you can go. Mudassir. Should we do MPhil after Masters, then to pursue PhD? If you want to practice as a clinical psychologist, go for MPhil. If you want to become a researcher or a professor in a university or a college, go for PhD. Okay? Alright. Okay guys. Bas? Is there any other question? If not, we'll call it a day. We'll meet each other on 1st of March at 7 p.m. To get the link of the free session, please WhatsApp us or 8847676072, or you can also DM us at Psykey_ and we'll share the link with you. Admission process in India for what? Psykey_. The name of Instagram channel, the same name on YouTube is a YouTube channel. I have not done masters. Do masters. You guys heard me. I was worried and feeling demotivated for my career and life. You watch this session from the beginning. Yes, little birdie. You can get in touch. It is possible. Postgraduate diploma is not sufficient. Please see if you can get a master's degree. Admission process for which degree in India? Where can we connect with you directly for mentorship? You can contact at my the number that I've given, but I will not be available for calls. I'm only available for WhatsApp 8847676072. You can also DM us at Psykey_ and we'll connect you. Thank you so much, Balpreet. So nice to have you here. Okay, guys. Alright. If you do not follow Psykey, what are we doing till now? Okay. Thank you so much. I hope today's session was very helpful for all of you. We'll share a feedback form with all of you after today's session in the group itself. Please fill the same. I hope you got some motivation or something to begin with after today's session. Actual practical tips rather than just answers that you can get even from Google. And yes, that would be all from my side. No, Asra, that is not required. Okay. Thank you, Anam and Asra, for joining. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Bye. We'll call it a day. I'll share the feedback form with you. Please take out 2 minutes to fill the same. Join us for the free session on 1st of March. Share it with your friends also. Take an action. Share your story. Tag Psykey and we will repost all the stories that will be posted today. How do I pin WhatsApp number? I will send it here. Here you go. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Alright, I guess no more questions. I've said my number also. Bye-bye.